Hello everyone, this is Venus Brown, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction to The Crown Season 1, Episode 9. Now this episode is called Assassins, so that tension and anxiety that I was feeling last episode when I saw all the slow-mo stuff going on and the bad music, I'm assuming there's going to be a pretty decent amount of that in this episode. So, let's get started. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.
I wish I were a poet, not a horse breeder.
So who are you? Either of you.
Will you marry me?
Nope, not allowed.
Oh, poor Chi.
That sounds like a no.
No, it's not a no. No.
12 no's.
I would love to, but you don't still hold a torch for her.
Her.
Huh.
For her, there was only ever Philip.
And Philip has his moments, but he can be quite the ass. I imagine this is gonna look so stupid. I wish I could have some sort of extension on it.
The painter to paint your portrait. It's your present.
Alright.
For the race.
He always plays up, that's who he is.
You don't seem the slightest bit worried.
Now they're talking about the horses.
Sometimes, you know. Even you said yourself that I have good instincts.
You do. I might well live to regret it. Good night.
How do you want me?
So, will we be engaged?
I think I remember the picture. That's like all I remember from the episode. The picture. The portrait.
Yes, indeed there are.
It definitely won't be a Dorian Gray portrait.
Painting. Leave the factory out.
Oh, I'm starting to remember this conversation a little bit too,
Tell me, I'm
and
fascinated.
how it affects the portrait.
What is your process?
It might make me look younger.
I thought the painting was supposed to celebrate reaching a certain age.
I don't know that he wants to celebrate reaching 80 years.
I liked him.
Yes, I could tell. Smith, blushing like a little girl.
He's rather a wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Handsome, saturnine. Heathcliff.
He wants total control.
Well, any artist worth anything would insist on that. We don't really want a flatterer.
Yes, I do.
No protective instincts of a loving wife, and I can tell you this one is not an assassin.
Oh. Oy. Hopefully next time I do this, I'll have this a little closer. Where it's plugged in right now, it's nice and loud, which I think is actually going to encourage me to be a little louder when I speak, because I know sometimes I'm pretty muted. If I move it over here and attach it to my USB attachment, then I'm thinking, you know, I'll get that noise reduction thing and have it closer so it won't be doing this number.
Fiancé.
Fiancé? Goodness.
You'd approve, I think.
Well, can I meet her?
If you promise you won't scare her.
Why would I scare her?
You're the queen.
Only some of the time.
You're the queen, and apparently he had a fling for you.
She's heard a lot about you.
possibly has a fling for you.
From me. Some of it nice, too.
Some of it nice, too. Now, did she have a fling for him? It's so strange how much I actually forget in these shows. Like, I really only remember little bits and pieces.
The one you let get away. What? And he was carried a torch for you.
Was she?
Himself. One night while in his cups.
That doesn't count.
When a man's had a drink, that's when the truth comes out.
Too. That's when the nonsense comes out.
It's when people have had drinks, they are more likely to be honest with their inner feelings. Because alcohol drops your inhibitions. This is a problem I had when I got the head injury. It massively dropped my inhibitions, and I was not a pleasant person. I let it all out whenever I felt like it. Like there was no off switch. Luckily, a lot of that has gotten much, much better. So not quite so bad.
Years ago, you lost us the election. And I have since avenged that defeat by winning us the last election. I won us that, Winston! I won that! Utterance you make! That appetite to return to the left is growing. Be careful, Anthony. Too much excitement's not good for one so soon after an operation. Spoken by a man who, only 2 months ago, was effectively dead, which makes two of us. I have recovered. That's not quite here. I hear you're a shadow of your former self. That when you walk, the pills rattle around inside of you. I have something that you will never see again.
Kettle, black kettle.
Stalin said this. How many paintings does your husband complete in a year, Mrs. Sutherland?
3 or 4.
Would you care to guess how many I average?
10? 15?
60. Of course, I'm just a hobbyist. And
He's sleeping.
tried a bit of everything.
That's true. I came to painting quite late.
Now that you've found it, you'll never
I mean,
leave.
doing a little bit of everything gives you an idea of how you are with each thing. So you can get a better idea of what you're good at and what your passions are. And what you're not good at.
That's true.
Am I to be
That's
allowed to
true.
peek?
No,
Why not?
people have very little understanding of who they are. One has to turn a blind eye to so much of oneself in order to get through life.
Then do you see it as your responsibility to bring all that out into the open?
Certainly, the good as well as the bad.
Just, not just
I look at it more like
the painting, the Prime
because you're
Minister
so
of
close
the
to
United
yourself.
Kingdom,
When
the
something is
and
so
all the
close,
everything that great
it's hard to see
represents
anything at all. Got that line from a song, but
Remember that.
I think it's so true. You think you know yourself, but there's so much you don't see. You don't realize, and it also becomes a normal thing for you. So you just like, going through your regular day. It's just that this is the way it is, and this is the way I am. You don't even think about it. Numerically dyslexic. That would be dysgraphic.
500, 600 fellows, making me over £200,000.
That's a lot of children. Is it really that much? Numerical dyslexia.
Nothing.
I'm trying to remember though, is dyslexia the processing going in or out? And the same with dysgraphia, or would it be both? My eldest has dysgraphia. For him, it's this processing coming in. Things get jumbled up just going in. It reads great. The numbers are a problem. Maybe it's going out. It gets things mixed up. He can process what's coming in when he's reading just fine. I'm just not sure about the numbers. And he does okay with math, but he doesn't like it, which makes him feel like he does terrible at math.
And the light playing on the surface, I saw honesty and pain, terrible pain. The framing itself indicated to me that you wanted us to see something beneath all the muted colours deep down in the water.
Okay, so my kid and I were talking about like the power of positive thoughts. So, you know, you may or may not have any faith in that kind of thing. I kind of believe that if you think positively about a thing and you express it to the world and other people express it to the world, I think that that can influence the results. And I was talking about like why I think that is. There's some people that think it has to do with string theory and stuff, but I also feel like when you like decide that you're going to do something and you express it to the world and you express positive thoughts about it, and maybe you make a little board that shows what it is that you're planning on doing, whatever it is, it's like you're putting all this intention into it. You are intentionally, just by thinking and speaking it and visualizing it and stuff like that, you're reacting a different way with it, concerning it, and with your environment than you would if it was just like, oh, it might happen, or, you know, I'd like to try. It's like you're putting more into it there, and I think that causes you to deal with your environment a little bit differently. It causes you to be more intentional about actually trying to make that happen. But I think other people that you are around can also kind of see that and play off of it, and it can also influence the people around you, so that it may make it more likely that those things that you are actually physically expressing, verbally expressing, visualizing, thinking about, and all of that stuff, that you're putting it into the universe and making it more likely that it occurs. So not necessarily some magical thing or something of faith, but more like you're intentionally changing yourself, your reactions, others' selves and reactions, and the way people play with the environment, which can also change the environment itself. So that's kind of my thoughts on the matter. But anyway, so yeah, his stuff about the truth that he sees in the pond or whatever, because yeah, like you're making this painting, but your feelings and emotions are going to go into that painting also, even if you don't realize it. And I think that's what he's seeing. Your feelings and emotions end up in something that you don't even realize. Like, you think this is just some monotonous thing that you're just painting a pond, but really you're also painting your inner self a little bit.
She left us at age 2 years old, said to see me. I'm so sorry. Remy roared like a wounded animal. We bought chocolate a year after Mary died.
Discovering things about yourself that you didn't even realize through art. Do you? I think from what I remember, he's not too pleased at first when he sees it. Mediocrity. I wonder what that means, because mediocrity.
I've also called up Turkish black. As you can see, I'm altogether
I'll
different.
probably look it up later.
Strong,
Mediocrity.
willful, terrific track record herself. Immediate engagement.
The buildings there remind me of these quarters that my dad was in for a while when I was a kid in Fort Eustis, Virginia. Just a little bit. The top doesn't look like it, but you know, the whole brick facade and two-story complex. That cake is ginormous. This is music we use at the universities sometimes for graduations. More music that I'll have to cut out, though.
Resignation. is the word that hangs in the air. The lead actor has forgotten his life. Instead of standing down, he is taking an encore. That's to ask oneself, is it a gift? Or is it a curse?
Can we, like, get a close-up? There we go.
It's a humiliation. How
baby.
shall I take him today? Sitting on a chair, producing a stool.
Don't overreact. Give it time. I showed those sketches to your wife throughout the process. She was much involved.
That is the whole point. It is not a reasonably truthful image of me.
It is, sir.
It is not. It is cruel.
Age is cruel. If you see decay, it's because there's decay. If you see frailty, it's because there's frailty. If you're engaged in a fight with something, then it's not with me. It's with your own blindness.
Sounds a little like Doctor Who. Any one of them. People don't like to look at the truth. Calm down. Go talk to the wifey. And give it some time.
Now, come on, woman.
You said that before.
This time I mean it, Umpire. This time I really have.
She's like, about damn time. This is one of the reasons I like politics, but I have no desire to like be in a high up position. Like, the idea of being president to me would be a death sentence. But running for any political position, to me, you're putting so much on your family. And I imagine that has been so stressful on his wife. So I get that. And yeah, I'm imagining she's thinking it's about time. Like I would like my life back. I would like to not be putting so much of our lives into this. With the transition and learning a different person and how they operate, and
On behalf of us all.
that can be quite stressful too. So, lesson of the day. Sometimes it takes a really revealing self-portrait to realize that you're getting old and it's time to step down.
That looks... smell.
Oh, I see. Well, does she smell good?
Where was he?
I guess the smell was okay.
2,000 guineas for that.
As long as he's done what he needs to do, and it bears fruit, I don't
Yeah,
mind.
that's the
Well
ticket.
done, Porchy.
If you get the babies you want out of it, then it's worth it.
Well done, Porchy. I hear he's been given a direct line. Porchy. Written course
Ooh. So
I know
hubby's
he
jelly
was advertised
too.
at Orphan Mike and was refused. Yes. On account of him not being a family member.
Porchy is that family. Yes.
You don't sit on it anytime soon.
Hey, jealousy. Hey, jealousy.
Well, that seems to go well.
Look at them. They look so happy. I think this comes up a lot when I'm looking up images for The Crown.
But to everyone's regret, and frustration. The only person I have ever loved is you. And can you honestly look me in the eye and say the same? Kane.
Lots of ugly truths rear in their head.
Either he or any of those successors who may one day follow him in office would ever, for me, be able to hold the place of my first Prime Minister, to whom my husband and I owe so much, and for whose wise guidance during the early years of my reign I shall always be so profoundly grateful.
Oh, he's gonna burn it.
Your courage.
I definitely didn't remember that part.
That in losing my constitutional advisor,
There's only 2 minutes left, and there's been no assassinations or assassination attempts. Maybe I should be so happy. Widely considered to be a lost masterpiece, and Italian Churchill frequently escaped England with the tranquility of French Riviera. He never stopped painting the pond. So, I'm not sure why it was called Assassins. Like, I mean, you could go somewhere with the whole, all these ugly truths being revealed and people not liking it and stuff like that. But God, that title definitely had me thinking that some attempt was gonna be made or somebody was gonna die. Like, no, more like character assassination. I'm thinking that's got to be what they were going after, character assassination. But seriously, you're just revealing ugly truths, and I don't feel like it helps to run away and hide away from those ugly truths. Sometimes you need to freaking meet them head on. Deal with it. Deal with the ugly realities. I mean, that is part of life. Deal with the ugly realities and move forward from there. Not hide them and bury them and let them fester. Because that's what happens when you hide things and bury things and run from them. They're still there. They're still there, weighing you down and interfering with your life. So I'll see you on the next episode of The Crown. Now, I don't remember how many episodes this season had. I probably should check that, but I tell you what, I will check that on next episode, because I'm assuming it was at least 10 episodes. We shall see. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.